he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
You make me happy. Thank y'all for joining us on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I am Garrett Charles Langley Henson, Esquire.
Wow, I'm Terry. I'm just not going to do much after that fucking intro of you. That was great. I'm currently, look, before we even get started, I'm currently watching us take this L to Germany in the FIBA World Cup. Yeah, I think we just L'd it up, boys. Good job. USA lost to Germany. Game time.
That autographed practice jersey of Dennis Schroeder that Grant Hill brought me when I was working at the Washington Duke continues to skyrocket in value.
Yeah, maybe, man. Unfortunately, Germany doesn't do any big things. Maybe if they get a gold cup. Maybe if they get a gold medal, you might get a Hall of Fame Dennis Schroeder. German?
Aye.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
But by the way, before we even start on the NFL, you saw that Andre Drummond said that he should be a Hall of Famer.
All right, let's go. I'm not even.
We don't have time for you, Big Penguin. We only have time for the NFL. We've been waiting 7 months since February for this wonderful.
Has it been that long of an offseason?
It's been that long, bro.
Oh my God.
It's been that long.
Yeah, the NFL just dominates the fucking fall in the winter, huh?
And now look at me. I'm suited and booted, Falcons head to toe. Got my pennant in the background. And Terry, we're going to be the first 17-0 undefeated team all the way. All right. Hope is in the air.
Hold on. Just 17-0? You're not going to go 20-0? You're going to predict 17-0 and then what? You lose? Like that's
no, we missed the playoffs somehow. So they built a loophole in
17-0. What? 20-0, baby? Come on. Well, not even. Yeah, 20. Did that guy win 3 games? Nah, because you get a bye. It'd be 19-0, right? Or would it be 20?
The ceiling is the roof for the Falcons. That's all I'll say.
All right,
but
boys.
We're going to let you know the ceiling for the best teams in the NFL. This is an NFL preview show. The whole episode is NFL. You don't have to worry about us talking about Andre Drummond or the Spanish president grabbing his dick and shoving it right in everyone's face. We're sticking to the NFL today. We're going to pick playoff teams, division winners, give a little Super Bowl matchup maybe. Yeah. And then NFL awards. All that type of stuff. Yeah. So with no further ado, Terry, why don't we start in the NFC? Give me your division winners.
Ooh, you want division straight off the top?
Off the tiz up.
NFC? All right. I'm going against the grain. NFC East, I'm going to Eagles. Cowboys, fuck out of here. You hear all the hype. Oh, the Tony Pollard, blah, blah, blah. Tony Pollard hasn't fucking started for any of his teams since high school. High school, college, pro. Now he's a starter now. Oh, he's going to get 25 touches a game? All right, good luck. He was great last year, but he's a small dude. Couple hits, he'll be out. I'm going Eagles. Jalen Hurts. Trustworthy. Best quarterback in the Super Bowl. I don't care if Mahomes won or not. He was the best quarterback I saw in that goddamn game. Besides one mistake, he was great. I'm going Eagles, man. They got it. I mean, they revamped pretty much the whole team. They lost a few defenders on the D-line, but I got Eagles. What about you? NFC East, who you got?
NFC East, I got the Eagles too.
Yeah,
I drafted Jalen Hurts in fantasy. I'm all in the Eagles. Jalen Carter is ragdolling grown men in his first snaps in preseason in the NFL. They just got dogs on every level.
He's a beast.
You know, the Super Bowl hangover shit everybody talks about. But Joe Burrow and the Bengals overcame it pretty well last year. I think the Eagles are set up even better to bounce back this year.
Yeah. You have to have like a legit QB1. I feel like a lot of the teams that made it to the Super Bowl, like even some of the winners, like Stafford and them when they won, it's a lot of times, dudes, it's just kind of like a fluke. Like the other end, it's like the defense is great and somehow they just made it to the Super Bowl or whatever. But I got the Eagles.
This isn't the Falcons making it to the Super Bowl and then adding Steven Jackson being like, this is the missing piece to take us over the top.
No, not at all. Plus, I mean, like, their defense got better too, bro. So I gotta give it. I think the Eagles are gonna be great this year, bro. Like, come on, this Cowboy shit. Every time when people are like, "Oh, the Cowboys, they revamped. They're gonna be really good." They still got Dak Prescott, so I ain't worried about that. Oh, but Trey Lance, he's their third string. Stop it. Trey Lance hasn't shown me anything. But bro, and Trey Lance, how many games did he start? 4 before they benched his ass and traded him.
This dude has played like 12 games in 4 years.
I mean, bro, if Tim Couch from fucking Nebraska played more games than him, you know how many like quarterbacks played more than 12 games? Like Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson played more than that. Like the list goes on. Johnny Manziel, like, come on, bro. Stop it. Y'all trying to stop. I'm done. Cowboys, get out of here. Jalen Hurts, proven, bro. And last year, Jalen Hurts,
NFC East. Yep.
he was one game away from like one bad game away from being benched, and we never heard his name again. Solid all season. Didn't fuck up all the way to the Super Bowl. So got to give it to him.
And, if we're splitting hairs, I'm going to go with the team that, like, plays all 4 downs. Like, with their push the pile, get behind a quarterback and push him in the ass cheeks play, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
4th and 2 is automatic. So it's like they have an extra down, bro. They go for it all the time and get it all the time. So if we're splitting hairs, I'm going to go with the team that plays like an extra down 10 times a game over a 17-game season.
Yeah. And then Jalen Hurts was like deadlifting the same as Jason Kelsey or some stupid shit like that.
I believe it. My man is yoked up.
Dude is strong. Oh, all right. And one more. Over under 10.5 for the Eagles.
Over.
All right. Big money on that one. I'd put big money on that one. That might be a lock, low key.
I might put a couple farthings on it.
All right, let's take a flight to the west. This is an easy one. 49ers. I'd probably go 49ers. It seems like the Cardinals, the Rams, the Seahawks are rebuilding-ish. Like they're in the middle of the road. 49ers, complete team. Still don't know about the quarterback, but how has that ever stopped Kyle Shanahan from fucking dominating? No. So that 49ers, that's easy. Their over-under is high as fuck, but before I say anything, I'll let you pick your team. I feel like it's an easy one. We don't really have much to say about it.
I'm not with you on this one, Terry.
Wow.
Already we divide. I have the Seahawks.
Wow.
I got the Seahawks winning it. Keep sleeping. Yeah. They wrote him off, but he ain't right back, Terry. And I just think this is an improved team, bro. They added another weapon at the receiver position, shored up the offensive line, got some dogs in there on defense. They got young players in their secondary who really improving. I think Geno Smith is going to take a leap. And last year he was getting his feet wet. This year, your boy Geno is going to be in that top tier. I like the Seahawks, bro. I know it sounds crazy, but Pete Carroll, that motherfucker knows how to coach. I don't care if he's 85 years old.
He's a good coach.
He gets the players to buy in. He instills them with confidence. And they may have the best receiving core in the whole NFL between DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba, who was the best receiver in college last year.
Mm-hmm.
Got a hell of a run game, shit, man. I think they're just really well-rounded, well-coached, tough team. Every year, some team flies under the radar and then ends up being a powerhouse. Their strength of schedule is not that good. They play a weak schedule. I'm going to take the Seahawks to win this division.
Taking the Seahawks. All right. Hey, look, I got no problem with it. I just think the 49ers are more of a complete team, but I can see Seattle sneaking it in. So Geno taking a leap from 4,200 yards last year. He's a 4,000-yard passer, 30 touchdown passes, and only 11 picks. He's taking a leap. If he takes a leap from that, he might be MVP.
He might be in the discussion. That's where I see him at, bro.
What's a leap from those numbers to you?
40 touchdowns, 4,700 yards, something like that.
MVP, bro. If he gets those numbers and they win a division, he might as well be. You might as well write his name on the fucking MVP trophy. That's crazy.
Talk about a bold prediction, Terry. I think Geno Smith is going to have a better year than Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence. How about that for a hot take?
All right. We'll see. We shall see. They're a pretty good team, though. I'll give it to them. But I think the only question for me is the running back position because Kenneth Walker had proved himself to be way better than their backups. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the backups they did a good job of like filling in. But that's also with Geno Smith cooking, like absolutely cooking for the rest of the year. So I don't know, man. I don't believe in Geno. I don't believe in their run game. But they do have great receivers. We shall see. I am still pissed at DK Metcalf last year. I drafted him. He didn't do well for me, so fuck him. So I got some
You got some residual hate.
yeah, resentment. I don't like him. Over under 8.5 for Seattle. Going over?
Over. Easy. Easy,
Yeah, I'll go
easy,
over
easy.
too. They won 9 games last year, so I'll go over.
Yeah, their running game was really good last year until what's his face got hurt.
Kenneth Walker.
And then
Beast,
and then
bro.
they drafted a running back in the second round who's
This year?
pretty damn good. Yeah. So they got backup at that position, good offensive line, good defensive line, secondary. Like it's just a well-rounded team, well coached. At the end of the day, I think they'll sneak their way in there. I got too many questions about the 49ers quarterback situation, Terry. I got too many questions.
I got the answer. Sam Darnold. No, I'm just playing. Hey, Kyle
All right.
Shanahan's the guru, man. So I don't know. I believe in the boy. I believe in him.
Let's go up to the north, Terry. Are you picking the Chicago Bears after spending all this money in the offseason, getting DJ Moore, trading away the number 1 pick? You guys have got to be positioned to win this division, right?
NFC North is up for grabs. It is up for grabs. Even after last night's performance by the Lions, which we can talk about after we're done with all this, or we can talk about it now. Beating the Chiefs. Good shit, Detroit. It's still up for grabs because the Packers, they lost, the golden boy, Aaron Rodgers. Shout out to you guys for having great quarterbacks for 30 years while the Bears haven't had a quarterback ever. But I digress on that point. Detroit and Minnesota and Chicago, right? Those are the 3. I don't think Chicago's there yet, man. Too many questions with Justin Fields. Even though, the Bears are my team. I love them. But this is his Jalen Hurts year. It's like, you got to do it or you're out, pretty much. This is the year, bro. No more fucking, construction going on. Finish it. Finish the job. You need to be good at passing. If he's good at passing, I think we can win the division. But if he kind of shows me the same of what he's been doing last year, I don't know. I'm going in blind because I haven't watched any preseason games. I just didn't have any time like this year or whatever. But I don't know. I don't see them winning. I'm going to go Minnesota again. Your boy Kirk. Justin Jefferson's a fucking monster, bro. I mean,
Yeah, he's disgusting.
He's so good. He made Kirk Cousins look decent. And Kirk Cousins wasn't even good last year. Like I don't even know if Kirk Cousins was like a top 10 QB. You just throwing it to Justin.
Well, now they got TJ Hawkinson out there, biggest contract by a tight end in NFL history. They drafted Jordan Addison out of USC in the first round, giving him more and more weapons.
He's good.
I'm a little concerned about that running back position, though. I'm not gonna lie, man.
How many rushing yards did Dalvin Cook have last year?
Probably under 1,000, I would guess.
Exactly. I think they're fine on that. But
Yeah.
I can see that. It could be a concern.
The same way that you had concerns about Tony Pollard, I have concerns about Alexander Madison. I don't know if this is a Michael Turner type situation that was like, yeah, we have LT, and then we have another superstar behind him. And it just sucks that he doesn't be able to get on the field. Like, I don't think that was the way things worked out when Dalvin Cook had 800 yards last season and, Addison still didn't do much.
1,100, bro.
So,
sorry, our mistake. 1,100 rush yards for Dalvin Cook last year.
the most pedestrian 1,100 yards I've ever heard in my life.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, bro. Justin Jefferson is too good. I mean, you saw some of the catches he made last year. The players voted him number 2 in the top 100. Like, it's the highest any receiver's ever been. He's an absolute stud, bro. But if he gets hurt,
no debating that. But I'm going with my man Dan Campbell and the Detroit Football Lions. Yeah,
the
man.
boys. The boys.
Yeah, we're gonna come out and bite some kneecaps, man.
I mean, it's not inconceivable or unconceivable. They could win it. They could definitely.
Dude, that offensive line is just like don't catch them in a dark alley at 4 a.m. on your way back from the club. Like, they are mean. They're nasty. They play through the echo of the whistle. Like, I don't know if they're Richie Incognito level of nasty, where you're sexually assaulting women at PGA golf tour events, but they may be the tier below. You know me, man. I got a soft spot for teams with good lines. The Lions they're built with a good spine, and after being the worst defense in NFL history for the first 10 games of last season, fired their secondary coach, let go of 2 of their corners to go to the Atlanta Falcons, and they really turned it around. So I like the grit of this team. They're loaded on offense in terms of weapons. I think the Lions going to do it this year.
It's up to Goff. Do you trust him?
Trust him as much as I trust Kirk Cousins.
It's always hard for me to pick a division winner when they don't have the best quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Usually that plays itself out. Like the best quarterback in the division almost wins every time. You know, so I think Kirk is still the guy. So it's tough unless Justin Fields shows us something. But I don't know. That's a tough one.
All right, let's move on down to the NFC South, Terry.
Hold on. Over under on the Lions is 10.5.
Under.
And then the Bears is 7.5, and the Vikings is 8.5.
Yeah, I'll go over on the Vikings, under on the Lions, and still have the Lions win the division.
All right, you got Lions, I got Vikings.
10-7 will get it done in this division, Terry. They don't need to be world beaters.
They're gonna be fighting. Plus the Packers. I mean, like the Packers aren't trying to lose, so those games aren't gonna be easy.
I'm glad you brought them up. I'm not buying this Packers hype at all. I'm not on the Jordan Love hype train. Yeah, all these people are picking them to win the division. When I turn on NFL Network, you know the lineage. The Packers don't miss a quarterback. Brett Favre, Bart Starr, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. No. My man looked terrible every time he stepped on the field. Aaron Jones has gotten worse every year for 5 years. Yeah. Christian Watson only showed up for the last 6 games of last season. I don't know who the fuck the tight end is. The defense is good, but there are way too many questions on that Packers offense. I can't pick them for anything.
Yeah, it's all about Jordan Love. And I mean, come on. If Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it with these receivers, we think fucking Jordan Love's going to do it? Stop it.
Right. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, there's no sport in which I believe the pundits less than fucking the NFL. Because there's always like 3 or 4 teams that they're just like, I didn't see this coming. You know, I didn't think they had the talent. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about ever. And if they always think, if everyone is like, it's the Packers, then they're going to come in last. Good shit.
Like, if you're actually predicting all these teams in the NFL with accuracy, and you know, like, every 53-man roster for 32 teams, you don't have a wife, you don't have a life. Okay? That shit is way too many teams and way too many players. So I can't fault him for it, but at the same time, I'm not rocking with Jordan Love.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, man.
NFC South, baby. Come on now. I'm wearing the jersey. I got the pennant in the background. Don't let me down now, Terry.
Last division in the NFC, man. NFC South. The worst division in the past, 15 years? 20 maybe?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Man, this is a tough one for me, bro. I thought about this long and hard. Do my Stephen A. fucking impression. I think ultimately I'm going with the Saints. Unfortunately. Yeah. I'm sorry, brother. But when I just took a look at the schedule, man, it's the fucking quarterbacks they're playing against, bro. Like, of course they kind of have questions. Because who's going to be the starter this year? Is it going to be it's not going to be famous Jameis, right?
No, it's Derek Carr.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they traded for him. Yeah, I mean,
they have the worst record or the easiest schedule in football, like you said.
Yeah, the quarterbacks they play against are just fucking bad.
The best quarterback they play against all year is Kirk Cousins. Like, I could definitely see a pathway to this happening. At the same time, Their best player is suspended for 4 games.
Who's the best player?
Michael Kamara.
Thomas. Oh, Alvin. It's only 4 games.
Yeah, only 4 games. Michael Thomas
Damn.
has played like 3 games in 3 years. You lost your defensive coordinator to the Falcons, who was like the reason your defense was good.
Yeah.
We also stole 2 starters from them as well. Like, I'm seeing some regression on the defensive end of the ball. And, like, outside of Chris Olave, who is he throwing to? Michael Thomas might play 1 or 2 games.
Jimmy Graham's back.
Yeah, okay. After not playing the NFL for 3 years, I'm sure he'll be a solution.
Olave was really good, though. Olave was really good last year, to be honest.
I just think the case is exactly what you made it. Strength of schedule and that they don't play a good quarterback the entire year.
This whole division is garbage, bro. It's
don't
fucking
disrespect
garbage.
my dirty birds like that, dog. Don't
You
do
going
it.
9-8? You going 9-8?
Hell no.
You going more than that?
Hell yeah. I told you, Terry, we're going 17-0.
Oh, okay. All right. So who's winning the division for you? It's not going to be the Bucs or the Panthers. So who's it?
It's the Falcons, man. It's the Falcons.
Most questionable team in the league?
Don't overthink this one, man. We went 7-9 last year. We lost the most games within 1 touchdown of any team in the NFL. We had a defense that had 16 sacks in a 17-game NFL season. Keep in mind, how many did the Eagles have? 80? 60?
What? Sacks? Yeah. It was like 70 or something.
Yeah, we had 16. So we brought in Calais Campbell. We brought in Bud Dupree. We brought in David Onyemata. We brought in Caden Ellis. We brought in Jeff Okudah. We brought in Mike Hughes. Like, we brought in Jesse Bates, the best player from the Bengals defense. We reloaded this defense, and we stole the Saints' defensive coordinator. And then on offense, who did we add? Oh, wait, the most talented player in the entire draft, Bijan Robinson.
Who's your quarterback again? The most talented. Come on, calm down. Jalen Carter. Don't do that.
Nah. They were 1A and 1B. And I said that before the draft.
Let me tell you something right now. When somebody gets killed and you still get drafted in the first round, you're the best talent in the league. Or in that draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Bijan Robinson was a part of somebody dying, I don't know. You'd be like, 4th round. And he's a running back? Come on, bro. He would have got drafted 5th round.
That's a pretty good point, Terry.
Come on now, stop. Get out of here.
But Bijan can play, he can play running back. You can flex him out in the slot. You can put him all the way out wide. Jalen Carter, he's playing defensive tackle. And we know that's where he's going to be.
Yeah.
To your point about the quarterback, Terry, I defy you to go back through the tape last season and find a worse NFL quarterback than Marcus Mariota. I defy you to find a worse quarterback than Marcus Mariota. Kyle Pitts led all tight ends with off-target passes. 35% of his targets were off-target and uncatchable. Drake London led all wide receivers in uncatchable off-target percentage as well, over 28%. We're not asking Desmond Ridder to come in here and be rookie year Russell Wilson. All we're asking you to do is to not be the worst quarterback that I've ever seen in my life. Can you not turn your back on the defense and throw the ball over your head like it's a bouquet to a bridesmaid? Like, Desmond Ridder took Cincinnati to the national championship. He's got wheels. He may not have like the biggest arm, but he can make, these wide open throws that Arthur Smith is going to scheme for him. I think he's going to be kind of like a Brock Purdy type. And with the improved defense, I don't know, have you checked out our schedule at all, Terry?
I mean, everybody in the NFC South has a weak schedule. Yeah,
our schedule is fucking garbage too. Like, we don't play anyone either. So the best quarterback we might play all year is Derek Carr. So I ain't worried, man. I'm picking the Falcons. Dirty Bird's going to fly high. Bijan going to set it off. We're going to the playoffs this year.
Yo, everybody's wilding out picking Bijan Robinson in the first round of fucking fantasy. You guys are crazy. Chill out. All right. Let's everybody calm down. I only got one thing to say about this. I think you win the division if Desmond Ritter is not the starter by week 4. If you let Taylor Heineke cook,
Desmond
then
Ritter's better than Taylor Heineke.
all he does is win. He's like Tim Tebow in this bitch. I don't think Heineke is great, but I mean, my man's a winner. That's all I can say about him.
Desmond Ritter won 2 games last year too. You know what I mean?
His arm is weak though. I'm scared for that arm. That shit is weak. It's the NFL. It's not college either, bro.
This is why all of our wide receivers are 6'5" or above. Right?
What does that mean for arm strength?
It means I don't need you to get behind the defense. I need you to get in front of a smaller defensive back, and we're going to throw it up.
I don't know, bro. That boy Heineke, 500 record on the Commanders, the Washington football team. They couldn't even pick a name, and they wouldn't even pick him, and he still won for them.
Keep sleeping on Ritter, man. Everyone's talking about him like he's a bottom 5 quarterback in the league. I think he's going to be average. I think he's just going to be average, and that's going to be good enough.
He's bottom 5. Who's he better than?
You about to see this season. You can't judge the man off of fucking 4 games last season when we were tanking and everything was no Kyle Pitts, no defense. Like, come on, man. He still won 2 of those games.
I can judge it.
Still hasn't thrown an interception in the NFL as well.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Bro, we're running through everybody. This Atlanta Falcons team,
all right,
we're going to line up and we're going to run it down your fucking throat, whether it's Bijan, whether it's Tyler Algier, whether it's my man Desmond Ritter himself. Look out for the Falcons this year. Dirty Birds, flying high.
Hey, Bijan,
wild card teams, Terry. Wild card teams in the NFC.
Wild card? Cowboys.
Yep, I got them. We don't need to talk about them at all. They're going to
Cowboys number 1.
Yep, lose in the first round of playoffs after you get in as a wild card team.
Yeah, probably.
Then I got the 49ers since I did not have them winning the division. I got them sneaking in as a wild card. I don't know if it's going to be Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold back there, but everyone else is I'm pretty confident in.
Mm-hmm.
And then my final wild card team, Terry, the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep, we pretty much got the same shit. It seems kind of too easy in the NFC. Like, the bad teams
Everyone
are really
sucks. Bad. Yeah, the NFC is garbage.
That's pretty bad. They need some talent over there, man. This shit is sad. This shit's fucking sad. But let's keep it moving. Let's go over to AFC.
All right. I'll give my division winners for this then.
AFC East?
Start off in the AFC East. I'm picking the Dolphins.
Ooh, shout out Tua. Shout out Tua.
Yep. My man
Tua's a guy.
15 pounds this offseason to give him some more padding. He's calling out Ryan Clark, saying he'll fight him in the street. Jalen Waddle has had like the best 2 years in the NFL, like of any wide receiver not named Justin Jefferson. Tyreek Hill is still the most dangerous weapon of any skill position player in the NFL. And everyone on their fucking team who plays a skill position runs like 4.3 or below. Like their speed is
really good.
Yeah, their speed is just crazy. They added Jalen Ramsey to bolster that defense. They got a great cornerback duo.
I got some news about Jalen Ramsey that you're not gonna like.
Uh-oh.
He's out until December. Torn meniscus.
What?
Yeah. Torn
Who's
meniscus.
Out that long with a torn meniscus? That's a month-long injury.
No, it's not.
What?
It just depends on what you do. You can play through it and it gets worse, or you can get the surgery. He got the surgery, so he's out.
Well, they still have Xavier Howard, who's a true number 1 cornerback there. And when Jalen Ramsey does get
he's
back,
okay though.
They got pass rushers. What's his name? Jalen Phillips. That motherfucker had like 12 sacks last season. He's just going to keep getting better. I know it's a risky pick, especially like you're pinning this on Tua not being concussed the entire season. But
yeah,
we said this about Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly had like 6 concussions in 4 years, and I kept waiting for somebody to knock his ass out of the NFL, and it just never happened. So I think they may happen to Tua. We know the Samoans are tough. I'm riding with my guy.
That's an interesting one, man. I mean, if Tua stays healthy, the Dolphins are really good. Because, I mean, last year, when did he get hurt? What was it, like week 6?
It was
like
early,
week
I want
6
to
or
say.
7 or something. Yeah, but they
Are you
they
talking
were
about the first time or the second time where they picked him up and slammed him on his head?
it was kind of around the same time because it was like maybe a week or 2 weeks separated.
Yeah. Didn't he play a Thursday night game and he got concussed and then he played like a Saturday night game or something and then he played the next Thursday, 4 days.
It was a Sunday afternoon game. Well, I guess East Coast time for us, so it was like 4:25 when I watched him get his shit rocked. And then it was a Thursday game when they played, I believe, the Ravens, or I forget who they played. But yeah, he got fucking destroyed. That's when I thought he was throwing up the 3. I thought he was throwing the 3 sign up because I thought he threw a touchdown. I was like, yo. What?
He was throwing up the that little hand from Scary Movie 2. You know what the butler had?
Hey, it was scary though. I'll give you that. I'll give you that part of your comment. That was some scary shit. But if
the Dolphins going to be scary this year. Who do you have winning the AFC East, Terry?
I got the Bills, bro.
Wow. Boys. After all of our shitting on them last year.
Yeah, but they still went into the playoffs and won a game. Tough game. Yeah. Like I predicted. Everyone thought they were just going to blow past the Dolphins. The Dolphins are a good fucking team, though. I'll give you that, but too many question marks around Tua, and I know I remember exactly where I was when I heard Colin Cowherd say, "You can't predict injuries." For some people, you can. You know, for some people, you can. They just get hurt all the fucking time, like it's clockwork. Anthony Davis, LeBron James at 38, Tua. He's soft as a baby, and he's been practicing jujitsu to practice how to fall. Last time I heard somebody say they were practicing something so they could not get injured was RG3 in Washington. And we see how that fucking went. So,
you don't remember Tom Brady practicing how to fall, how to relax all his muscles as he was not eating strawberries and having avocado toast? He's learning how to fall.
He did that when he was already like a 2-time or 3-time Super Bowl champ.
All right,
well, that's not won a playoff game.
That's a decent point.
Yeah, I mean, come on, stop it. Look, the Bills, it's Josh Allen. I picked the best quarterback, unless the division is garbage. You know, in which there's no good quarterbacks, then there's kind of a toss-up. But Josh Allen, he's a fucking bona fide stud. There's nothing to say about it. He's great.
He's amazing. I have no questions about Josh Allen. I got questions about that defense minus Von Miller.
Cook. They picked up Dalvin Cook?
No.
Yeah, they did.
The Jets have Dalvin Cook.
Oh, wait.
The Jets have Dalvin Cook.
Picked up? I'm tripping.
It's Dalvin Cook's brother, James Cook.
No, didn't they pick up? I thought they picked up a veteran. You're right. The Jets did get Dalvin Cook and it was like a crazy contract.
His brother James Cook was drafted, I think, in the second round last year. He's going to be their starting running back. That's my problem with this team, Terry. We talked about this last year. Your running back or your quarterback can't be a running back too. You need to have somebody else who can get a tough 2 yards in between the tackles.
Oh, they picked up Damian Harris. There it is. He's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's not bad from the Patriots. But this defense is what I have questions about. You know, Von Miller's return, is he going to be right? You saw what they looked like without him. They lost some guys in the secondary.
Yeah.
Who knows what
middle linebacker, Edmonds.
Yeah.
Right? Or did they sign him?
No, you're right. Yeah, they lost him.
Yeah, they lost him. Hey, bro, all I'm saying is go ahead.
They paid their defensive tackles an outrageous amount of money to be average. I just think this is the season where they're going to realize you can't ask Josh Allen to do everything.
All right.
As well as he can do everything. Maybe you could do everything and squeak it as a wild card, but you're not winning the division.
But the thing is, as much shit as we were talking, he was still winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's tough. At this point, there's nothing else I can say. He's good. I can't no longer shit on him. The dude's good. I used to shit on Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's fucking shown that he's great. There's nothing I can say. The dude's good. As much as I don't want to see him be great, he's fucking great. And he's going to win 11 games. That's it. Jets, too many question marks on the O-line. Aaron Rodgers at 39, turning 40. Stop it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And Breece Hall got hurt. He's the best running back. Fuck Dalvin Cook. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Who else in that division? Patriots, they're not doing much. They got new coaches and everything, but it's a little too late.
They could be good, but I just don't have enough to convince me. You know what I mean?
They got
like, I can
weapons,
see
bro.
it. I could see it, but it's like I'm not betting my fucking mortgage on it 100%.
They were, yeah. Plus, they were reaching hard for DeAndre Hopkins. They didn't even get him. I mean, I don't like their receivers.
Fair
I like
enough.
the tight end, but it's Mac Jones, dog. Come on. He was bad last year. And I get it. Offensive coordinator. Ugh. If you're a true talent, I feel like you can get past shit like that. But anyways, besides the point. Josh Allen, bro. He's a beast. Stephon Diggs is still there. Like, come on.
All right. Fair enough.
It's simple. Pretty simple.
AFC North.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Over under. Bills. 10.5.
Under.
Ooh, 10 wins. All right. You put money? How much would you put on that, though? Would you bet that, or would you just leave that alone?
I just leave it. I wouldn't bet
That's
it.
a tough one. That's a tough one, bro. Because it's like that's on the money.
I'm not betting AFC at all. Period.
Oh,
I'm just betting
no
NFC.
NFC.
Yeah, I know what's going on in the NFC. That's pretty clear. The AFC is too much variables. I can't do it. AFC
right,
North. Talk about a division that's hard to pick.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I could have had the Browns winning this division, and I'm dead serious. I could have had the Bengals winning this division, and I'm dead serious. I could have had the Steelers winning this division, and I'm dead serious. But I'm picking the Ravens. I'm picking the Ravens to win this division. Yeah. Lamar Jackson is he's been paid.
Yep.
He's going to be protected. They're going to stop with this stupid offensive scheme that they had where they just ignore everyone besides Lamar Jackson and the running backs and the tight end.
Who was their offensive coordinator? Didn't they picked up the dude from like Georgia or some shit? Like the college coach or something?
Yeah, some dude I haven't heard of, like Monken or something like that.
He passes a lot. So I'm kind of excited to see somebody actually let Lamar throw it.
Yeah.
Because he can throw the ball.
For all the talk about how he can't throw, the motherfucker had like 40-something touchdowns his MVP season.
Yeah, he can throw.
Yeah. So people just see what they want to see, but I think the Ravens are going to be nice this year. And last year they had like a top 5 defense playing with whoever their backup quarterback was, who was terrible. But like,
oh yeah, the other black guy, was it Huntley?
Yeah, they were putting up like 14 points a game and still winning. I think with Lamar Jackson really back, this is going to be a division-winning team to me.
Yeah, their defense is really good. So the weird shit I keep hearing is that the Steelers are going to sneak the division. Like, do we believe in Kenny Pickett like that? That's what we're doing? And Najee Harris is going to run the ball, which he didn't do at all last year. Their O-line is still bad. They got great receiving targets. I give you that. But if you don't have any time to throw it, the fuck are you going to do? Absolutely nothing. Stop it, Steelers. My dad is so disappointed every time I talk about it, but they're going to be garbage. I'm not seeing it.
I'm so with you, Terry. I'm picking them to finish bottom of their division.
Look, what did I say last year, right? Najee Harris, how many rush yards did he get his rookie year? What was it, like 1,400 or something? It was kind of good. I really don't remember.
Yeah, it was something like that. He had a bunch of catches, but then he regressed bad. Last year.
That was, what was my bold prediction? He wouldn't even get 1,000 yards. It might have been 900. I don't even remember. He got 1,000 by 34 yards. You piece of shit, Najee Harris. But it was bad.
Yeah, but he also had like 400 attempts. You know what I mean? Like
it's 3.8 yards a carry. That's I don't like it.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out on the Steelers. Are you rocking with the Ravens too to win this division?
Only because Joe Burrow's gonna be out, or he's not playing week 1 or 2, right? Isn't he gonna be out for a little while?
He's
is
playing.
He gonna gut it out?
He's playing. Yeah,
he's gutting it out. All right, hey, make him run. Whoever plays him, make him run.
Right.
I mean, my man lightly jogged, and he was like, my cat. You better take care of that shit. But I don't know.
He's been watching that Macaulay Culkin tape.
Yeah, if they go max protection, it might work out for them. Their run game is still kind of suspect, so I don't know about the Bengals. Joe Burrow's good as fuck, though, bro.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson is too, man. That's a tough one. But it comes down to one thing. The Chicago Bears gave up their best linebacker that they've had in 15 years. Shout out Urlacher and Briggs. But we gave the Ravens a good defense because we put Patrick Queen in his actual position at outside linebacker instead of middle. And you got that absolute beast in the middle. The Ravens almost beat the Bengals in a playoff game with no quarterback. If Huntley didn't try to fucking sneak that shit in and got that shit punched out of his hands, we might be looking at the Bengals a little differently too. But I got Ravens. Defense too good. They get Lamar Jackson paid back. I think MVP season for Lamar. A lot more passing. The offensive coordinator, I believe, is the dude from Georgia who won back-to-back national championships. I got Ravens. Easy, too. I got Ravens winning like 12.
I got them even more. I got the 14-3.
Whoa, that's wild.
Yep. AFC South. I'm thinking the Tennessee Titans. I know that they don't have. I know they don't have a sexy quarterback. I know Ryan Tannehill is not Justin Herbert. I know in fantasy there are no receivers that you're like, oh, I got to get this guy. I got to get this guy. We got to have Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk. You know what they have?
Draft Falcons. Go ahead.
They have a hell of a fucking defense. They got a great offensive line. They have a top 3 coach in the entire NFL.
Yep.
Derrick Henry is still playing back there. Oh, by the way, his backup actually really good. I just think they're too tough, too well coached, too good on the lines. Everybody keeps sleeping on the Tennessee Titans. They're going to be right back where they were before, winning this division.
Yeah, they don't lose games. Like, you can't go in expecting them to make a lot of mistakes and, like, lose it, on their own accord. Like, you have to beat them, which is, easier said than done and also kind of easy for us to say, but they don't really make a lot of mistakes, man. So you can't go in there, being a shitty team expecting to win, and you can't go in there with a shitty quarterback expecting to win. So you're right, bro. But who's the starting QB now?
Ryan Tannehill.
It's not Levis? Didn't they draft Levis?
Yeah, they drafted Levis. They drafted Malik Willis the year before, but Ryan Tannehill, he's still going to start. You know how I feel about Will Levis with all that fucking mayonnaise banana shit. Like, I can't. I'm out on you, bro.
Like I've always told every single person, go back at the track record of one-year starters that were great. None of them were good in the NFL. Not a single one. You can't name one person that was good. So I'm not trying to hear a one-year quarterback guy ever. So that's done. That's totally cooked.
Jalen Hurts was great at Oklahoma.
He was also good at Alabama. They just let Tua play. Like, Jalen Hurts could have played the whole time, and they still would have won the championship straight up. But anyways.
That's facts. You going with the Titans, too?
Nah. I'm going with the Jags, bro.
Mm.
They got a legit QB. Trevor Lawrence is good last year, bro.
Yeah.
If he takes a leap, like the Geno Smith leap, let me see Trevor Lawrence's numbers actually last year while we're talking about it, because he's supposed to be the next up, right? He was the number 1 pick a couple years ago.
If Calvin Ridley can avoid betting on games this season, he's got a hell of a weapon out there.
Yeah, I can't count on that. I don't know. You're right. I might change my pick because of that. He's got to bet. He's got to bet on those games. Trevor Lawrence last year, 4,000 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, 8 picks. Not great, but if he leaps from that,
sounds like an MVP to me.
He was actually voted 7th in MVP.
Fucking crazy.
They made the playoffs. They made the playoffs.
I know. That's why Doug Peterson should have got Coach of the Year.
Maybe. But I mean, like, considering, Urban Meyer being his coach last year and they were 3-14, it's definitely a little bit of a leap, especially with a good coach. I think second year Peterson, bro, I don't want to be on the bandwagon, but, I've watched Trevor Lawrence since high school, so I'm not really on the bandwagon. And I watched him at Clemson, like, live, I think 4 or 5 times. I think he's going to throw like 40 TDs. That's maybe crazy.
25 to 40.
I'll say like 32 to 33 with the same amount of picks, like 8, maybe less. But got a lot of options. Ridley, Kirk, who's the other quarterback? Jones?
Yep. They got
Edwards, Marvin Ingram, Etienne played very well last couple games.
Good pass catcher out of the backfield.
Yeah, he's versatile. He's like a Christian McCaffrey type. He's quick.
On defense, Foye Oluokun has been money well spent. He was one of the best linebackers in the league last year.
Yeah, they got a good team, bro. I don't know. I like Tennessee. I think the coach is... Ooh, that's tough to say if he's better because Peterson won a fucking Super Bowl, bro.
He did.
That's a tough one.
They're both in that top 5, I think. They're both in that same category.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I'm not mad at the Jags pick at all.
Yeah, like if the coaches are kind of even, it's hard to say who's better than the other. You look at the teams, you look at the roster. Jaguars got a better roster, bro. I got to give it to the Jags and a better quarterback. Quarterback's gonna get you every time. Tannehill, shout out to you for fucking it up. They couldn't even beat who they played that time? Was it Mahomes and them? They sacked Mahomes. No, it's Burrow.
Yeah, it was 11 times. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bengals game. They sacked him 11 times. They still couldn't win that game because Tannehill couldn't move the ball. Like, come on. I'm not picking them. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No worries.
Jags all day. Over
Okay.
under 9.5.
I'll take the over on that.
Or 8.5. No, 9.5. Over? So
Yep.
10 wins, 10-7? Or
Yep.
11-6?
10-7. 10-7.
Yeah,
10-7.
that's gonna win the division because the other teams are garbage. The Texans and the Colts don't know what they're doing.
AFC West, we don't have to spend much time on this. It's the Chiefs. Everybody else in this division sucks.
Whoa, hold on. Not so fast, my friend. Like Lee Corso likes to say. That shit's hilarious. There's questions to be answered though. Travis Kelce.
He'll be back next week. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna
Hobbled?
cut Kadarius Toney and stop doing this stupid.
Whoa.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney wants to play rugby, not football. He's just like, get the ball in my hands off a fucking reverse and just let me weave my way through people. Do you know how to run routes? No. Do you get distracted by other receivers running their routes around you? Yes. Can you catch anything? No. Maybe COVID. I'm out on Kadarius Toney. As soon as they give up on his ass, they're going to find some continuity.
They need Chris Jones though. They need him.
Yeah. They'll pay
They
him.
got to pay him.
They'll pay him.
Bro, they're not going to win shit unless they get him and Kelce. I mean, Kelce, of course, he's coming back. Hyperextended. He should be fine. You never know. Because he is old. How old is he? 33?
Yeah. I'm just saying, Pat Mahomes threw for 5,200 yards last year, and his number
He's a
one
beast.
receiver was fucking Juju Smith-Schuster. So,
Well, we know who the number one receiver actually was. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
yeah. And he's coming
Travis
back.
Kelce's, yeah. And you drafted him in the first round, by the way. I just want everybody to know. My co-host drafted Travis Kelce in the first round of a fantasy draft. So I just want everybody to know, listen to what he's saying. And saying, this is easy. 0 points for your first round pick. Good shit. Just throwing that out there. You gotta what, yo. Are you talking Justin Herbert regression? Or Justin Herbert staying the same? I mean, you gotta remember he's still a really good quarterback as well.
Yeah, their defense sucks. I think
Khalil Mack
Austin,
and Joey Bosa still hurt?
they can't cover, bro. Like, maybe you can rush the passer, but you can't stop the run and cover. And beyond that, I think they have a terrible coach. Like, I'm out on bad coaches. If we're going,
He is a bad coach.
if I'm splitting hairs between, what's his name, Brandon Staley and
Yeah.
Andy Reid, I know which side of the ledger I'm going to fall on if everything is equal.
No, I'm with you, bro.
I don't
I'm
even
just
have the
fucking
Chargers making it as a wild card, bro.
with you. Ooh, interesting. We're not going to talk about that
Yeah.
yet, though. But that's interesting. That's interesting.
We're not.
Yeah.
We just finished the divisions.
Is that it? There's no
Yeah,
more?
that's it. It's time to talk about wild cards, bro.
You said it was easy. I got the Chargers winning.
You got the Chargers winning the division.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback of all time. Like, come on. Stop it. He's
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah,
Until he retires.
don't sleep on your boy. He's got an adult haircut now. He's ready to come in and dominate. I don't have the Chargers making the playoffs in any capacity. I see this being
You think
yet
their
another.
defense is that bad?
Their defense and their coaching. Their coaching is horrific. And in like high leverage moments, they just shit the bed over and over and over again. And they have
You do know
15 years.
You do know Justin Herbert finished 12th in MVP, right?
I don't give a fuck about these voters. These guys clearly don't know what they're looking at. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert getting MVP votes.
Yeah. Trevor
Okay.
Lawrence, 7th place? Come on. That's not bad.
That's ridiculous. Like,
How?
guys,
They were 3-14 the year before, and they made the playoffs.
I just want everyone to know when you vote for MVP, you can select other positions besides quarterback. It doesn't just have to be a list of the 15 best quarterbacks.
Justin Jefferson was 5th.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
It's like a couple guys sprinkled in and then 12 quarterbacks. Like, come on, guys.
Jefferson, Bosa, Parsons, AJ Brown.
If you're
Derrick
the
Henry.
10th best quarterback, you can't be in the MVP discussion. Like, you can't be. I'm sorry.
You'll never guess who was 15th in voting. Only playing 13 games all year.
Whom?
Quarterback.
13 games. I honestly have no fucking idea.
Tua.
Get the fuck out of here.
15th in MVP, bro.
Yeah, man. Don't bring up those MVP numbers to me, man. They mean nothing. My wild card teams in the AFC, I do have the Jags making it as a wild card team.
Yep.
I do
Wait,
have.
what? Oh, yes, because you got the Titans one yet.
Yep, got the Jaguars as a wild card team. I got the Bengals sneaking in as a
Of
wild
course.
card team as well.
Bro, come on. The Bengals are a good team. They're a Super Bowl contender, no? Come on, Joe Burrow's a great He's like the second or third best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I'm with you. And are you ready for this one, Terry? Hasn't been done since the NFC South 4 years ago. I got 3 teams from one division all making the playoffs. I am taking the Cleveland Browns to sneak in to the wild card race here, along with
All
the
right.
Ravens and the Bengals.
Cancel Garrett. You can't pick Deshaun Watson anymore. That's done. Cancel him. Get him out of here. Cancel my co-host. Get him out of here. I don't want him on my show anymore. I'm going with the Jets, bro. You got me fucked up. It's gonna be the Jets or the Dolphins because you picked the Dolphins to win. So the Bills aren't making the playoffs.
Nope. They're out.
That's fucking absurd. The Chargers aren't going to make the playoffs. That's
Nope.
absurd.
They're out.
That's insane. I can't wait until we get to the nitty gritty of this one, and then at the end of the year, this will be fucking hilarious. So you got Jags, Browns, and
Bengals.
Bengals. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I got Bengals. I got Titans. And then I got the Jets.
Really, the only one we disagree on is the Browns versus the Jets.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the Jets' defense is really good, bro.
Yeah, but
And
their offensive line is like the homecoming
bad.
paper that you run through before you enter the field.
it's really bad, but if you... Like, Aaron Rodgers is smart, though. He's only thrown more than 10 interceptions, I think, 3 times, maybe even 2, if I'm not mistaken, in his whole career. And he's 40, by the way. So he's been playing for a long time. I just don't think he's not going to give games away. Like, I understand that their O-line is bad.
He's not going to give them away, Terry, but you know what I learned from Hard Knocks?
Go ahead.
Robert Saleh is not a good coach.
Yeah, but their defense is great, though.
He doesn't have it. Like, they're going to have to ask Aaron Rodgers to coach the team by week 8.
Oh, my God. This is what we're doing?
Yeah. Dude, you know, in every sport to me, coaching matters. And, like,
Yeah,
I can't
Yo,
do it.
I
I
don't
can't do it with
understand
your
this
boy Robert Saleh. I can't go
I
there.
just don't get it. I don't get it with this shit fest on Robert Saleh. Like,
Did you watch
he took him
Hard
to the
Knocks?
fucking No, but he took him to the playoffs.
Well,
All right,
that's
he
why.
almost did.
Yeah,
Their team sucked. He
he-
almost took him to the playoffs.
Well,
Zach Wilson was the quarterback.
Go play horseshoes and hand grenades if you want to talk about almost.
Brother, Mike White.
I almost became
on.
a porn star.
Okay.
I was just a couple inches away. I was almost there, Terry. That's what the Jets are.
All right. When did he become the coach? Last year? He was
2
his
years
first
ago.
year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at this fucking team. So they go from 4-13 to 7-10.
They got a hell of a general manager. They got a really talented roster. They don't have a good coach.
All right.
Listen,
We'll see.
man,
They got
you cannot
a good
have
quarterback.
a terrible offensive line and a bad coach and just be like, we'll go out there and we'll sandlot it up and our skill position guys are going to get open in 1 second. Like, I just don't believe in that shit.
So Aaron Rodgers can't do what your boy Tom Brady did last year.
Tom Brady didn't do shit last year.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to do much.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers
He's
didn't
Tom
play.
Brady.
Aaron Rodgers ain't playing in the NFC South. If Aaron Rodgers was on the Saints, we'd be having a different conversation, Terry.
I don't know. I feel like everybody's just being a little harsh. Like, the Patriots got Judon. I get it. But besides that, their D-line's not putting a lot of pressure out there. The Dolphins, cool. You can say Phillips is good. The Bills, like we were saying before, their pass rush is garbage without Von Miller. I don't know, bro. I mean, I know their O-line is bad, but nobody has this fucking great pass rush, and you play those teams 6 games?
Oh,
I'll take half of them.
The Cleveland Browns have a pretty good pass rush.
Do they play the Browns this year?
I hope so. I really hope so. Tell me why you're not in on the Browns. Tell me why you're out on the Browns. Is it
Why
just
I'm
because
not
you?
in on the Browns?
Yeah. Is it just because of Deshaun Watson? Is that the only reason?
No, he was fucking bad last year. That's the reason. He wasn't good. And he
Yeah.
hadn't played in, 2 years?
He was fucking ducking cases more than he was ducking pass rushers, bro. Now he's
Yeah,
back
that's
focused.
what I'm saying. He won't practicing. Did he
He's-
look good in the preseason?
No. Or this preseason?
Yeah, this one.
I don't know. I don't watch preseason football.
And neither does he, because he went 5 for 10 in the last game. Oh, they scored a touchdown. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But
They're going to be all right, man. This team is too
Hopefully.
talented, bro. This team is way too talented.
who else is on the team? Clowney?
Nick Chubb, probably the best running back in the NFL.
Clowney.
Amar-
Not Clowney.
Amari Cooper.
Who's the dude? The Garrett. Miles Garrett,
Yeah,
right?
Miles
What's
Garrett.
his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miles Garrett. And they brought in what's his name from the Vikings, Zadarius Smith, to
Yeah,
run
he's good.
alongside him. They got a elite defensive line, bro. They got good corners. Like they're gonna put hell on opposing quarterbacks, and those guys are sticking in the back end. And then if they can run the ball, which they've always been able to do, and Deshaun Watson cannot just be an abomination, I think this is going to be
Yeah.
a good enough team to get in. 3 teams from the AFC North all getting in.
They're not. Come on. Because they got to play the Bengals twice, the Ravens twice, and then everybody's on the Steelers bandwagon. You think?
No,
I don't know.
not
bro.
me.
That's
Not me.
That's a tough division, man. I just don't see 3 in the AFC because you got to think Jacksonville is probably going to be decent. Tennessee
I
is
got
gonna
them
be
making
decent.
it. I got both of them making it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm counting out all the teams. Those 2 teams are going to be good. Who else is in the AFC? Of course, your boy Mahomes. The Chargers, who you don't believe in, but they have an elite quarterback. They rarely miss the playoffs in the NFL.
Do they have an elite
So-
quarterback, Terry? What makes you say that?
25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It's pretty good. I'll
That's
take
elite. That's elite. That's elite.
that. I mean, the fucking touchdown to fucking interception ratio is pretty good.
I
Just
tell
saying.
you what.
If Justin Fields did that with his rushing yards, we'd make the playoffs. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
So that's my point, Terry. When Desmond Ritter puts up those exact same numbers this season, I want you to
You're
sit
going to be
here.
fine.
I want you to sit here and call him elite after you said he was one of the 2 worst quarterbacks in the league. I want you to sit here and call him
Brother.
elite for 25 touchdowns in a 17-game season. Call him elite.
I will call you elite
if you
in
wanna
3
crown his ass-
seasons.
Go ahead and crown him.
In 3 seasons of a fucking NFL quarterback's career, he gets 94 touchdown passes and 35 interceptions. That's an elite quarterback. Do you agree or you disagree? With 14,000 passing yards. Fuck out of here, bro.
You got to win, bro. I'm not
I don't
out
give
here.
a shit.
I'm not out here eating fucking banana splits in the winter. All right, I ain't with that empty calories bullshit. Okay. When has he ever won? When has he ever showed up in a big game in 3 years? One big game has he ever showed up in? I'm waiting.
Stop it. Anyways,
We
that's
gonna
4
gonna
teams.
continue waiting on Justin Herbert this year.
Anyways, that's 4 teams, right? So I named Titans, Jags, who you already got in, Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs, and you won't count the Chargers. But then AFC East alone, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots with coaches, and the Jets. Browns aren't getting in. There's too many good teams in the AFC. The Browns are not getting in. There's too many teams, bro.
We shall see. We shall see. Let's
Best
move
coach
on to the NFL awards now that we've picked the playoffs. Let's
do
start
it.
off with MVP, Terry. Who do you have winning MVP this NFL season?
Justin Fields. No, I'm just playing.
Ah!
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go Mahomes again, bro. Or you think it's going to be voter fatigue? If it's voter fatigue, I'm going to go Lamar Jackson. But if everybody's going
now you're talking
do it-
to me, Terry. Now we're talking.
If everybody's going to do what they need to do, and Patrick Mahomes puts up the numbers he usually puts up, let the GOAT be the GOAT and give him his MVP and stop fucking around. All right? Patrick Mahomes is a top 5 quarterback already of all time. Give him his MVPs. Just
Terry,
give it to him.
you're not wrong, but it's not sexy.
Exactly.
Lamar Jackson is sexy. Odell Beckham is sexy. Zay Flowers
Stay on
is
the
sexy.
Yeah.
I'm
Stay on the
sorry
field.
I'm sorry for lifting this desk up an inch or two.
I mean, you know I can't see you. We got that low data going on. Shout out Riverside.
It's a good thing, man. I'm taking Lamar Jackson to win this MVP, bro. I'm sick of him being handicapped by this bullshit offensive scheme that they've had for 4 years. He's got legit defense. He finally has wide receivers for the first time in his career. This
two.
Yeah, this dude is going for it. Lamar
Who's
Jackson.
the second receiver?
Odell Beckham.
No, the second one. Odell's first. Fuck out of here.
Zay Flowers.
Wow, Zay's okay. And they still got Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
So
And don't forget, first round pick from 2 years ago, Rashad Bateman is now going to be their fourth receiver.
Yep, that's good shit. Good shit. Get him out of there. And J.K. Dobbins finally healthy and back.
Yep.
It'll be interesting. The only thing I gotta say is I know it's not sexy. I know it ain't sexy. But your boy, if he gives you sub 5,000, passing yards again, Mr. Mahomes, and 40 touchdowns, that's a fucking MVP. If the Chiefs win 13 games, first place, that's MVP, bro.
Hey, if Lamar gives me
He's got to be
40
special this year.
if he gives me 50 touchdowns combined on the ground and in the air, he's winning.
Let me look at his numbers when he won the MVP. What was that, his second year as a starter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had
second year start.
He had 41 touchdowns in the air and 12 on the ground
36.
or something like that.
He had
Okay.
36 touchdowns. Low interceptions, though. He only has 6 interceptions, which is awesome. I'll take that any day. And what was
And how
it, 1,000
many
yards on the ground?
And how many rushing touchdowns?
I'm trying to look. It doesn't give the fucking... Let me go down.
I'm pretty sure it was
off.
over 10. I'm pretty sure
Here
it
we
was double digits.
Here we go. Rushing and receiving. He had 1,200 yards rushing. 7 touchdowns.
So that's
How many
43
passing
total touchdowns.
36 plus 7, yep.
43. I think if he gets to 45, it's his award.
To be honest, if he gets around 40... If he gets these same... I think he needs more passing yards, though, because he only had 3,000. Because if Mahomes gets 5,000 passing yards, again, that's a tough one.
But if you can give me, 3,700 passing yards, approaching 4,000, and 800 on the ground, and 10 touchdowns, I think that's enough to do it.
Yeah. I think it'll be between Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Lamar Jackson. Jalen Hurts was really good last year.
Yep.
He showed me some signs, bro, the last couple of games of the season, especially in the Super Bowl. If he plays like this, he might be the sleeper. I don't even think it's a sleeper. I think he's up there.
I wrote his name down and then I deleted it and rewrote Lamar Jackson.
I know that's the pick everybody wants to see him fucking be great. I don't think any single person wants him to fail. I can't think of a single person. Maybe a racist, but no. I just don't see it. I don't know. He's good.
Jalen Hurts, good pick as well. Offensive player of the year, Terry. Who's your offensive player of the year?
If all things go well, it should be Justin Jefferson. If all things go well. Depends on the season. That's not my pick. I just want to throw it out there. People out here shitting on wide receivers. I'm going to go with a running back. I think it's going to be McCaffrey.
Number 2 on my list. Barely edged out by the guy I chose. Great selection, though, Terry. Make your case for McCaffrey.
You going quarterback? Oh, McCaffrey? I mean, full Kyle Shanahan healthy season. I mean, last year they were undefeated with him. I think they may have lost one game.
Yeah.
If he's throwing the ball every now and then, if he's getting the receiving yards, if he's getting the rushing yards, and you count the touchdowns, if he total yards from scrimmage, if he gets 2,500.
God damn. I was thinking 2,000. You know what I mean? I was I figured if he gets 1,000 on the ground and 1,000 in the air, it's his to lose.
Hold on, 7 games. Let me check his stats last year because the Panthers fucked him pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead and make your case. I'm gonna look his numbers up.
If he's got 1,000 and 1,000, I think he's going to be in a pretty damn good spot. My
Didn't
question
he win?
with, huh?
Nah, he did. He came in second place when he had that crazy season with the Panthers.
Yeah. I just think like the questions at quarterback going to kind of hit the brakes a little bit. Maybe not project him to have quite the 2,000-yard season that we're thinking. Maybe 1,800 yards is in play. But my guy that I'm selecting for Offensive Player of the Year, doubling down. Okay. You want to go interject? Go ahead.
I apologize. He had 1,300 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah, if he does that again, he's going to win Offensive Player of the Year.
That's 2,300, bro. That was the year when he came in second in the voting. No, he came in third, which is fucking insane. I don't understand that. But I mean, last year alone, he had 800 yards rushing and 500 yards receiving, and he didn't even really play with the Panthers.
He's a great pick. But does he put fear in your heart the way that Tyreek Hill does?
Yes.
Tyreek Hill is my selection for Offensive Player of the Year. I'm doubling down on my Tua take that he's going to be healthy for all season. Tyreek Hill, when Tua played, was putting up like 150 yards a game, bro.
Yeah,
nobody could guard this guy, stretching the whole field. Like, if Tua can stay healthy, I think Tyreek Hill is going to have like a historic season. I'm picking Tyreek Hill.
Who was Player of the Year last year?
Justin Jefferson.
Was it? It was Justin Jefferson?
I believe so.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, he got it. Hopefully they give it to somebody like that. I don't want to see another quarterback get that shit. You know how they do sometimes. I'm surprised Jalen Hurts didn't get it, but I think because he missed a couple games. But usually it's like the quarterback number 1, and then the quarterback who didn't win the MVP is the fucking offensive player. They try to give it to a skill position dude, but these dudes like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, the rushing numbers that they can put up. Man, I don't know, bro. I hope a receiver or running back gets it, but
yeah, me too.
Tough.
No double dipping on those quarterbacks. Defensive Player of the Year, Terry. Who are you picking?
Parsons, Big Micah. If Dallas does what they're supposed to do, it's going to be because of him, bro.
Which they won't. We already know that.
Well, who knows? I think he's the best defender in the league. I can't think of anybody else that's better than him. I can think of dudes that are like close, but his pass rushing is fucking insane, man. It really is. He's a 101 dog. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah, he's amazing. I got no qualms picking Micah Parsons. I'm picking Myles Garrett from the Browns, man.
Oh, that's a sneaky one. He's always great too.
As a bonus prediction, I think he breaks Michael Strahan's sack record this season.
Wow, you're really going for it. Who's on the other side again? You said they got a dude from somewhere?
Zadarius Smith. Putting up, he's had like 5 straight years of 12+ sacks. Like, they got the bookends, they got the beef in the middle. Myles Garrett has been putting up like 16 sacks a season with Jadeveon Clowney getting 4 on the other side. What is he going to do with another premier pass rusher over there? I think he's going to explode on him. Myles Garrett, he's my pick, Defensive Player of the Year.
Ah, man, that's a good pick. But I think it's going to be Micah Parsons' year, bro. He came in second, back-to-back years, rookie year and second year. It's just third year in the league. You know, he's getting a little stronger, getting a little faster.
You drinking that Cowboys Kool-Aid, ain't you?
I mean, he's him. It's just him. Like, he's a fucking beast. The whole team, I'm not sure. But they did sign some other guys on the defense to kind of help him out. So, Miles is good, too. You can't go wrong with either one, honestly.
Yeah, can't go wrong with either one. Coach of the Year, Terry. Who's your Coach of the Year this NFL season?
Depends on how everything goes, bro. This is a tough one. But for me, with everything that was talked about, if the Ravens do what they need to do, I'm going to go with Harbaugh himself. I think he can get it. Because if
that's a great chance if they go 14-3. I mean, that's a great chance of winning it.
If you look at how good their defense was, and then you add one of the best quarterbacks we've seen in the last 10 years, that's a recipe for greatness.
And 2 premier wide receivers.
Yeah, coming off the year they came off to, because they made the playoffs, but like the team wasn't that great. If they do exactly what they did, just put Lamar Jackson in, that's a fucking 14, 13 win team, like we've been saying, bro. It's a good team.
Yeah.
But who you got? Big Salah?
No.
You hate everybody with the last name Salah.
Yeah.
Mo Salah.
Terry, I'm rocking with my guy. All right. I'm wearing a Falcons hat. I'm wearing a Falcons
Arthur
jersey.
fucking Smith.
Yeah, this is going to be a Falcons pick. Terry.
Besides him, go ahead, give your case.
He made the biggest improvement of any NFL coach this offseason. My man dropped like 30 pounds, got ripped, and grew out a beautiful mustache. Since growing out that mustache, he's asked to be knighted if he wins another game in London.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's getting in VIP to everywhere in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All the other coaches on the whole staff have grown mustaches to follow his lead. And for the first time in his coaching career, we are not playing with like $50 million in dead cap money and could actually spend money to improve the team. We went from being one of the 5 youngest teams in the NFL last season to being one of the 10 oldest this year. Calais Campbell, veteran presence. David Onyemata, Jesse Bates, Mac Hollins, who refuses to eat with utensils or wear shoes outside. We got some dogs in on this team. Everybody's sleeping on us. We got a fucking terrible division. Arthur Smith, if we win 11 games, my pick, coach of the year.
Yeah, you got it 11 though.
From afar, everybody like hates on Arthur Smith because we run the ball like a motherfucker. And we drafted Bijan Robinson after we led the league in rushing. And they're like, what is this guy doing? All he wants to do is run. No.
Trying to get 5,000 yards rushing. Fuck you mean? Bring it back.
We gonna line up. We gonna beat your ass inside a phone booth, and we gonna get to the other side of the field and punch it in. Arthur Smith, a brilliant offensive mind. Terry, do you know what Cordell Patterson's official position is on the depth chart this year?
Cordell?
Yeah,
punt returner. No, what is it?
Arthur Smith must have read my article. He's listed as a joker, and I'm so excited to see the jokes that we're going to be playing on NFL teams this year. I have a feeling we're going to be laughing our way all the way to the playoffs. Arthur Smith is my pick, coach of the year.
Don't get hurt. That's all I got to say about that. Don't get hurt. Now, you got a secondary pick or no? You can't pick them. That's bullshit.
What? What?
You can't pick your home team. We went no homers.
Okay. That does. I'll go Pete Carroll.
I was about to say that's what I was looking at. But so let's say, for instance, if all the teams we think become good, right? I'm not going to say NFC South. That's a joke. If the Lions make this playoffs, I think Dan Campbell's definitely a candidate.
Yeah.
Seahawks for sure. Carroll's going to be a candidate. If the Cowboys are dominant, your boy might be a candidate, but I'm not sure. The Jets, I don't know. They're kind of a favorite in a way. But like last year they were 7-10. If they flip that, if they're 10-7, maybe.
One of my qualifications for winning coach of the year is to be a good coach, Terry. So I'm not considering the New York Jets.
I'm just saying maybe. But then I think if everybody does well, if the Steelers sneak, if the Browns sneak, I would say it'd probably be like Stefanski would probably win. Mike Tomlin maybe. Because those teams actually would go from like last to first if they are actually good in that tough ass division too.
Except neither one of us has the Steelers making the playoffs.
But if the Browns go,
yeah, I thought about him. I thought about Stefanski. I thought about it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I think a safer bet is probably Pete Carroll though, because I think they probably have a better chance of making the playoffs than the Browns do.
Maybe, yeah. Also, I'd like to say Peterson as well. Like I know they made the huge turnaround. Who won last year? Was it Peterson?
Yeah, he won it last year. He's not winning it again this year.
Oh, okay. So if they win like 14 games, there's no way he can't win.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think they win 14 games either.
Yo, the Colts are pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, that's facts. All right, offensive rookie of the year, Terry. Who's your pick?
I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr.
I'm talking about
realistically.
2023, not 2024. That's a great pick a year ahead of time, Terry.
Nah, no. Realistically, it's probably going to be Bijan because he's going to get an opportunity to like actually cook and like start and get a lot of touches, especially with the coach loving to run. So I'd have to go with him. I don't want to pick any Falcon ever for anything, but I got to go with him.
Terry, you are a brilliant man. I co-sign everything you just said. Bijan Robinson, he's a shoo-in. Now, Defensive Rookie of the Year, another shoo-in. Jalen Carter.
Hold on.
We talked about these guys 1 and 2. What, Terry? I gotta go, man. I can't.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's Jalen Carter. He's my pick for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We just talked about how they were the 2 best players in the whole draft. They got some dogs on that defense. They got like a really structured system that allows them to be themselves, but keeps everybody accountable. In terms of talent, like you said, he's so talented that he killed somebody and still went in the top 10. Jalen Carter joining an elite defensive line that had 70 sacks last year. I mean, this is just a recipe for destruction.
Yeah, it's either going to be him or Anderson. Either one of them is going to get it.
Or Christian Gonzalez as a sneak, the corner for New England. He could be a sneaky, but I'm going with Jalen Carter on this one.
True. Also, look out for the quarterbacks, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Richardson. If they do something special, they can win it. But they love quarterbacks.
Look out for them fucking hobbling towards the concussion tent.
You know the NFL loves quarterbacks, though. You know how it goes. Quarterback league. Anyways, that's it, man. We good to go?
Yeah, man. That's it. The entire NFL season previewed, broken down right here for you. Thank you, guys. Oh, DeMar NFL Hamlin. Comeback Player of the Year. Are you going DeMar Hamlin?
Sure. It's got to be DeMar. That's the story. Give it to him.
Terry.
Who else is it going to be? Odell Beckham?
I'll tell you. It's going to be Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
Deshaun Watson. If he makes the playoffs, restores Browns to a place that they haven't been in since Baker Mayfield was there only once in the last 40 years. Rebounds from the mini towel situation. I think Deshaun Watson. He's my sneak pick to win a comeback player of the year. Cooper Kupp is hurt. He's not playing.
Out still? Damn, that sucks.
He's traveling to fucking Portland to see specialists about his hamstring because apparently he has some genetic thing where he's going to keep re-injuring this forever. So
that sucks.
I'm out on Cooper Kupp. I'm in on Deshaun Watson. I'm going to be waving my towel at the game, at the celebration when he wins it.
I'll go Odell. He's probably going to get 1,000 yards receiving. I think they want him to be back. He's a face of the league.
He was my second pick. My second pick. But you're right, Terry. We all know it's going to DeMar Hamlin.
Probably.
Let's be real. All he has to do is play 10 snaps, and he'll get comeback player of the year.
Now, I hope he's good. He was actually coming up last year, so I hope he gets back to where he was going last year because he was a starter for them.
Yeah,
100%. 6th round pick, 7th round pick, or some shit like that.
I wish I could tell you, man. NFL's got too many damn players, bro.
They do. It's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. That's it.
Well, guys, enjoy this weekend of NFL football. The long wait is over. We'll be back on Tuesday to recap Monday Night Football and the week that happened. Maybe talk some USA basketball. Until then,
that's done.
North Carolina, continue to stand up.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.